that's the name of the game. Keep running, keep striving, maintain the same hunger, that fire, that burning desire. In this long run, I'm reaching higher now. Long run, yeah, a long game. Through the struggle, through the pain, I keep my eyes on the prize. Never lose sight in this marathon of life. I'm running through the night.
Good morning, and good morning again. Good morning, welcome. What the business is, you know what the business is. And welcome to the long the morning run with Piano Man. My phone kind of going off the hinges here because I'm a few minutes late. I had a couple of things I had to do, and just some last minute adjustments I was having to make. But however, I'm here. I'm here. Good morning. What's up, Bino? The GM is here. Good morning, Roll Tide. Twister Wind Walker. Good morning, Roll Tide to you. Clinton Howard. Good morning, Roll Tide to you. Bobby Sprinkle. What's up, Roll Tide, my brother? Look, Toya, what the business is. You know, Roll Tide. Double A. Good morning, and Roll Tide to you. Let me say, who else? I think I see John Cofield in here. Big Dog Gotta Eat. Good morning. That's my friend out of Arizona representing the Balls. What's going on with you? Good morning, Gwen, and Roll Tide to you. Good morning, John Cofield. Good morning, Roll Tide. Good morning to everybody that's even listening, looking, and lurking. Good morning to all of y'all. Good morning, Frankie. What's up with your Roll Tide to you? Roll Tide. Hey, I'm about to say amen. It's moving. The chat is moving fast and slow at the same time. Is he just moving fast or I'm moving slow? Or me and the chat moving in the same way? But good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hope everybody had a restful night. A peaceful night. I hope everybody did. I believe Crimson. Good morning. Roll Tide to you. Good morning, and good morning again. Yeah, man. It's just good, man. It's hard to believe today is Wednesday. Wow, man. Labor Day really threw me off. It has thrown me off. DSGB 84. My brother. And then Mr. P representing them dogs out of Georgia. What's up, DSGB 84? Yeah. Today is Wednesday. Be sharp if you listen, my brother. Man, I hate that I missed you last night. I did get your communications though. And everything, man, I'm dropping my But we had church, we had Bible study last night, and then we had choir rehearsal. So I had a long Tuesday, but my heart was with you all and everything. And for those of you that supported Be Sharp, I appreciate you. Be Sharp is our brother. He's on here with us all the time. So and when I don't make it like that, I hate to miss. I really do. I hate to miss. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I can't stand to miss. I want to be there to support my brothers, but I hope they understand. And I believe they do understand. And they, because when you have, there's life outside of this for me, and I know there's life outside of it, out of this for them as well. So when you can't make it, you just can't make it. But that was my reasoning. And everything, but the Lord willing, I'll be on the next one. Okay, I'll be on the next one. But with that being said, I do have I want to say something here, and today is Wednesday, September the 3rd, and I've given everybody a chance enough to vent, and in some instances, and in some cases. Some places on social media, people are still venting. But some folks have taken the vent too far. They've taken the event too far. I'm just being honest with you. They've taken the event too far. I can understand us being upset. I can. But B Sharp said something, and I have to agree. Now that some time is over, some time has passed, and everything, you know, you got to get over it. You got to get over it. It's just one game. You got to get over it. I'm over it too, but there are some that's not, and there were some in this chat that's not. And by me being over this podcast, I'm reserving the right to say something about it, and here we go. I was, but I'm going to use this to just hear me out, and we're going to hop to ULM because that's who we're playing Saturday. We're not playing Florida State. We're not playing Georgia. We're not playing Wisconsin. We're not playing Tennessee. We're not playing Auburn. We're not playing Oklahoma or whoever else is left on the schedule. We're playing University of Louisiana Monroe. That's who we're playing. And that's who we need to start focusing on. But yesterday, and me too, Bobby, me too. I'm just looking forward to ULM. I have some of their depth chart here with me. I'm going to discuss it here in just a second, but I've got to say this before I start. Good morning, Nicole. What the business is, you know. Now, I'm going to say something to you. Last night, I went and watched I received a text about a certain newscaster, podcaster who's big time, and the caption said, I'm gonna go ahead and read it to you. Here's the caption. Caption said, "Good morning, good morning, Carla." Caption said, "Too gay," and then it had the script A in the rainbow colors. Okay, I went on, found the video because all was sent to me was the picture. What's the picture? I went on YouTube. I found the video. I'm not going to say who put it out. I'm going to let you if you want to, you find, go. It's easy to find. I'm not going to give this person any motion. I'm not going to give this person any more shine. But they thank you, Latoya, and I'm not going to say what's what, but let Piano Man address something here. The things that this person said, in my own humble opinion, to me, now you've taken it too far. And this is all I was trying to say yesterday. Salute back to B Sharp. This is all B Sharp was saying yesterday, and he was even saying it a couple of days before. Some of this stuff that we're saying here, being a keyboard warrior, you wouldn't dare say that to their faces. You wouldn't dare. And yeah, I didn't. John, I'm telling you. But I listened because the inquisitiveness in me came out. I want to see what Brother Man had to say. But I'm going to address something here because I've seen some stuff, and not just here, but I've seen it even on other channels. Good morning, LaQuasia. Roll Tide. What a person does in their private life has nothing to do with us. Nothing. Good morning, Michelle. Roll Tide. Nothing. Not a thing. What you do in your private life, what you do in your bedroom, who you have in your bedroom is no concern to me. But what my concern is when we're on here, is that I treat you right, you treat me right, and we all treat each other respectable. That's what my concern is. My mods know, my moderators know what Piano Man stands for what I will tolerate and what I won't tolerate. They know this of me. And when they put, and I've instructed them, and I've told them that when you put someone in timeout, you don't have to tell me nothing. Nothing. Because if my mods know how I roll, I'm respectable to everybody, regardless of their color, regardless of their religion, regardless of their race, and regardless of their sexual orientation. That has nothing to do with a person's production on the field, on the basketball court, in the classroom, or anything. And so what I'm not going to tolerate is my channel being compromised because of someone's, what's the word I want to use? Because someone has a problem with how someone else is carrying themselves, and you've got imperfections too. You've got imperfections too. No one in this world is perfect. And that includes the Alabama Crimson Tide and her fans. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. They're saying that, okay, you got to be careful with this. You got to be careful when you go to name calling and you go to associating names with a particular label. Okay, let me get this off the cuff. All right, I made my terms about Ryan painting his fingernails and carrying a T-Rex doll. I just said it's something I wouldn't do, but that's his grit, and that's how he rolls. And if that's how he want to roll, he has every right to roll that way. Now, if I don't agree with it, I just don't agree with it. But for me to bash him, no, that's wrong. And I'm going to tell you what, people with the and I, just because I may not agree about LGBTQ because I'm not that way, my job in this world is to love them and to respect them just like they love and respect me. And even if they don't love and respect me, I believe at the end of the day, y'all, I'm sort of hoarse. I believe that at the end of my day, that one of these days, I'm going to stand before God, and he's not going to ask me nothing about the LGBTQ community. He's not going to ask me nothing about the NCAA, NAACP, or any other letter, the AFL, CIO, Teamsters, OES, ZETA, AKA, any other letter, alphabet soup, alphabet casserole, if you want to call it that. It doesn't matter to me. He's not going to ask me anything about them. But what he is going to ask me is, how did you treat them? Did you show them love? Did you show them the love of the Lord? And that's what I'm here for. Yes, I'm very disappointed in how we played. It's time to move on. Get out these guys' personal lives. Quit calling them gay because you don't know what they are. Quit buying what the media has to say all the time. Just because they're saying something that you agree with, that don't make neither one of you correct. It makes you another person with an opinion. And what I'm not going to allow is your opinion to come up in here and just, it's just a podcast. But I work pretty hard at it, and I take pride in it. And I take pride in y'all. I take pride in who listens. I take pride in who corresponds, responds, who subscribes. I take pride in that, and I'm proud of it, and I'm thankful for it. But what I'm not going to allow is for your own, your whatever preferences and prejudices that you have come in this chat, and because you don't agree with something, or what somebody does, then you're going to bash them. That's of the devil. I don't allow it. I'm not going to put up with it. And my mods know what to do, and they're not going to have to explain me anything. And the moment that, and I put my mods on blast, and the moment that you got to start explaining to me why you doing something, blah, 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 is the moment I really know I don't need you around, because you're grown and you know what I stand for. And you know what? I know what my mods are about. I know what they're about. So this is Operation Reset. Let's move on. No more alphabet soup talk. I don't care if who paints their fingernails red, white, and blue. They can look like a bunch of Uno cards as far as I'm concerned. I'm concerned about my football team, and I want the production on the field to be magnified as opposed to what a person is wearing, what their physical makeup is about, this, that, and the third. Now, if we can't agree with that, then we can part company. But on this podcast, everybody counts. Everybody matters, which leads me to point number 2. Good morning, Nick. Good morning. Which leads me to point number 2. Some folks, and I'm not saying in this chat, I'm just talking about overall. Some folks have written off the Alabama Crimson Tide. They've already written them off. One game, and you've written them off. You're acting like the folks on Fanville from Dr. Pepper. One game, and some folks then crashed off the deep end. I'm just saying, it's just a game. It's just a game. But the point that I'm making right here, some folks just have taken it too far, and you've crucified the coach, you've crucified the players, you've crucified other part of the other fan base, and this, that, and the third. And I'm sick of listening to it. So I'm gonna tell you this little story. And I'm moving on to ULM. All right, ready? Go. Here we go. That was a guy at church one time who was doing his best. This was a true story, because I saw this. Guy was doing his best at church. He had a discrepancy. He went and did something. He fell back into a habit. He fell back into a habit that he thought that he had beat. He stopped coming to church. Wife came to me one day and said, when can you talk to him, because he respects you a lot? I said, sure. And she got him to come to church. He came to church, and he said, I stopped coming because, he said, I fell back into a problem, right? I said, okay, cool. I said, but what does that have to do with anything? And he said, I felt like I let God down. All right. So he said, I had to think real quick. I had to think real fast. Say, gee whiz, what do I tell this guy? What do I tell him? What do I tell him? And then the craziest thought came to my brain. And I said, all right, I got you. And the first name started with a J. And I called him Jay, because that's what I call my kids. Because all my kids' names start with a J, right? And I said, look here, Jay. I said, thank you, LaQuasia. Okay, there you go. You see what I'm saying? And you see why this is breaking my heart, because, man, damn, I'm ugly. But I told him, I said, let me ask you a question. I said, when you were growing up and you made a mistake with your mom and your dad, was there ever a time that they stopped calling you son? He looked at me. He looked at me and said, Wendell, what are you talking about? I said, answer my question. I said, is there ever a time When you messed up, mom and dad told you a million times not to do something. You did it, and they know you did it. Did you stop? Did they stop calling you son? Did you ever stop being their son? No. I said, then why would God cast you out? Why are we bashing a guy because he paints his fingernails? Why are we bashing a guy because he carried a T-Rex? Just because I wouldn't do it, that's him. Why are we bashing a team? Wait a minute. Why are we bashing a coach because he doesn't show any emotion? I got that part. I understand. I got it. You know why we do it? Because we're measuring them by our standards and not by what their standards are. Give the coaching staff a chance. It's just one game. Yeah, we lost to Michigan in the bowl game. Yes, we lost to Vandy last year. Yes, we lost to Tennessee last year. Yes, we lost to Oklahoma last year. Yes, we lost to Michigan. Yes, we're 0-2, in the last 2 games. But guess what? They're still the Alabama Crimson Tide. I don't care what Stephen A. Smith said. Stephen A. He's just a guy looking for ratings. That's his job. He's supposed to bash because he's a sportscaster. But we're fans. We're supposed to be there, win, lose, or draw, because we said we love the Tide. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Put your differences aside. I don't care what they do in their private life. I don't care about their fingernails. I have family members who are gay. But guess what? I love them just the same. They're still my family, and I love them. Now, what they do with their private life is totally up to them. It has nothing to do with me. So I say that to you. So let's put this foolishness behind us. Care about your orientation. Thank you, KT. Who cares? It's time to beat ULM. Let's put all this other foolishness aside. We're not playing. Look, y'all. We're not playing Florida State. They beat us fair and square. Bye. You got us. Here's my thing. I hope Florida State wins every game they play. I hope they win every game they play. Let me tell you what else I hope. I hope we win the rest of them too. And I want my lick back. So now that makes me 2 teams. I got to get my lick back. I want to play Michigan again, and I want to play Florida State again. I believe we can beat them, but here's the catch. Here's the catch. Here's the catch. I'm telling y'all, we better stop. These people be seeing this stuff, and we will run good people off because of stuff that we say, and you ain't even got a dog in the race. Leave these people alone. Leave these people alone. Just because you don't agree, the best thing you can do is pray and keep it moving and ask God to keep you straight. And when I mean straight, I don't mean straight as in sexual orientation. I mean straight as in how he wants you to walk. Now, if you agree with me, you can give me a roll tide, amen, preach on, whatever. But I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business. The moment I see some stupidness in the chat, mods, you know what to do. Blue wrenches, you know what to do. And you owe nobody no explanation. Now, we're going to agree with that whether you want to or not. Yeah, K2, and that's the part I'm fearing, because it is being talked about more and more about some of these guys. And I told y'all the other day, watch the transfer portal. I told you that. Leave these folks alone. That's our team. Thank you, B Sharp. That's our team, bro. Like what you said, let's move on. Quit making it so personal. Move on. I can lose a subscriber here. That don't bother me because I'm not getting paid. So let's get it. Let's get it. I'm looking forward. And once again, I apologize. I apologize for even selling my tickets because I got angry. But the Bible teaches be angry, but sin not. I ain't seeing selling my tickets ain't a sin. Good morning, Dwight, my producers here. Good morning, Hug. So let's stop all this. Let's stop, stop taking things so personal and stop being personal, man. It's just a game. I know we love our Alabama Crimson Tide, but they're subject to mistake just like we are. Good morning, Valentine. When I say that good morning, Valentine, it made me remind me of Trading Places. Good morning, Valentine. But anyway, the people talking couldn't take a snap if they wanted to. They wouldn't know what the snap was, KT. Because what we see on TV is not necessarily what you see on the field. And you got to remember, you got what's up, Moon Rocket? Good morning. Good morning. But we just got to remember. Now, I don't care what they do. They're still my Alabama Crimson Tide until my casket drop. And with that being said, I'm done. Now, if anybody want to jump, go ahead and jump. But I'm done. I'm done. And so that's how I see it. I see it from a standpoint of some of us are taking it too personal. But if the shoe were on the other foot, you would want Piano Man to give you some grace. I'll give it to you. So anyway, with that being said, good morning. I said my say. I'm done. It's on the ULM. We're a few days late, so let's get it. Let's get it. ULM. Let me get my Bible. Today I'm gonna come from Athlon. The other day I came from Lindy. Yeah. We gonna at AA, we gonna wait, we gonna sit back and we gonna watch and see. I'm moving on. Here we go. Hold up now. Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right, 186. Thank you, big dog. I try to be, man. I just know God gives me grace. Y'all, wait a minute. I thought here we go. 191. Gotcha. All right. I thought I was messing up here. All right, here we go. ULM Warhawks. They're in the Sun Belt. They're in the Sun Belt Conference. We know that they're ranked 116th in the nation. Way down there. Last year they were 5-7, and they were 3-5 in the Sun Belt. The schedule is St. Francis. They play Bama Saturday. They play UTEP. They play Arkansas State. They go to Northwestern. They go to Coastal Carolina. They go to Troy. They go to USM. Old Dominion, South Alabama. They go to Texas State, and they play at Louisiana. They go to Louisiana. Now I have a copy of their. Here we go. I have a copy of their depth chart, and at the wide receiver, no. I'm not doing this right. Let me give them the same respect that I will give anyone else. They're returning 5 offensive starters. They have 5 on offense coming back, 5 on defense coming back. So they have 10 returning starters, and that's not really bad. That's not really bad. Now, those 10 returning starters stacked up against Bama, might not make a difference here and there. But I always say, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. All right. So the 5 returning starters on offense is left tackle Sam Carson, left guard Elijah Fisher, right guard Jay Mickle, tight end Nate Sullivan, quarterback Aiden Armenta. Now, we also know that this is where former OU quarterback General Booty, he went, but he has yet transferred again. All right. Now, where he transferred to, I don't know. Has nothing to do with this game. But Aiden Armenta is the quarterback. Those are your 5 returning starters. I'm gonna go back through it again. You know what? Maybe if I put my glasses on, it'll help. And it does. Sam Carson, Elijah Fisher, Jay Mickle, Nate Sullivan, and Aiden Armenta are your 5 returning starters for the offense of ULM. All right. On defense, you have Cavante Wells on defensive end returning. The Bandit, you have Billy Pullen. The middle linebacker, you have Tyrese Hopkins. Grover, no, my bad. Cornerback, David Gotze. And safety, Carl Fauntleroy. Those are your 5 returning personnel. Your 5 returning personnel on defense. 5 on offense, 5 on defense. Last year, they played. Let me go back over their results from last year. A lot is not known about ULM. We don't discuss them a lot and everything. They're in the Sun Belt, and that's not to put down on the Sun Belt, not SEC. We know they're on the schedule, but last year they played Jackson State and they won that game. They played UAB and they won that game. They went to Texas, they lost that game. They went to Troy, they won that game. They played James Madison, they won that game. Went to USM and they won that game. Went to South Alabama, they lost that game. Matter of fact, they lost their last 6 games. Yes, they lost their last 6 games. So I went over their schedule. They had some top 10 recruits. Deshaun Ford, 3-star running back. Noah Flemings. They got a lot of 3 stars, okay? And that's what you expect from that. That's what happens now. There probably are some 4 stars on there and everything, but they got Deshaun Ford, Noah Fleming, Roscoe Tucker, Kalen Croswell, Zy Jackson, Mikael Hines, Bryson Kimbrough, something about ULM, Maltra, JJ Maltra, Fred Clark, and Ethan Bailey. 3 stars. And so those are just some little facts about ULM. Bryant Vincent is their coach. But anyway, their final analysis read like this. All right, Huggy, thank you for coming. Vincent reportedly turned down the Jacksonville State job. Okay. It demonstrates that he believes ULM can turn the corner and post its first winning season since 2012. Vincent got close last season. The Warhawks started 5-1, but lost 6 straight to finish. ULM had less roster turnover than many group of 5 programs. So there's hope of stability. And it was the least penalized team in the Sun Belt at 43.3 yards per game. That's not bad, indicating its discipline. But blowout losses to some top-tier Sun Belt teams revealed a sizable gap that ULM must close. So, they're not giving them much of a chance to they're not giving ULM much of a chance to win this game. But I say again, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. All right. So for Saturday, whether you're watching it in person there at Saban Field, or whether you're watching it on the SEC network, game comes on at 6:45 p.m. The starters are going to be at the X is going to be Javon Campbell. At the Z will be Artis Cole. At the slot is going to be Devon Wells. Left tackle will be Sam Carson. Left guard will be Elijah Fisher. Center will be Carter Miller. Right guard will be Jay Mickle. Right tackle will be Devon Smith. The tight end will be Nate Sullivan. But they're going to be doing some heavy interchanging at tight right there with Nate Sullivan, Julian Nixon, and Ryland Green. I find that very, very, very different because out of all of their depth chart, the tight end was the only position that was 3D. Everything else was like 1, 2. Okay, so tight end Nate Sullivan, Julian Nixon, and Ryland Green. That was the only position on the depth chart, once again, that I say was 3D. So the point that I'm making right there, they probably use the tight ends a lot for many different schemes. I'm not sure. I've never seen them play, but that's just something that Piano Man is just saying in his own brain right there. That's the possibility. Good morning. And quarterback is going to be Aiden Armenta. His QB2 is going to be Hunter Herring, because like I told you, General Booty has moved on. And running back is Ahmad Hardy, and his running back 2 will be James Jones. Good morning, everybody. Loves Ebony. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So that's basically, and then on defense, your starting lineup, it looks like Kevontae Wells at defensive end. And I went through it just a minute ago, but I go back through it again. Kevontae Wells, nose tackle would be Jaden Hamlin. Defensive tackle would be your down tackle would be Dylan Howell. Your bandit would be Billy Pullen. Tyrese Hopkins will be your middle linebacker. Your rover will be Cedarian Langston. You have another other rover back there will be Steven Saywin. He's a senior. Cornerback will be David Godsey. Other cornerback will be DeArco Perkins McAllister. Safety will be one safety will be Lennar Harris, and the other will be Carl Fauntleroy. Will be your other. Now here's the crazy thing about that. The majority of their senior D starters are basically juniors and seniors. So to a certain degree, ULM is going to be sort of seasoned on defense. Now on offense, pretty much the same way. A couple of sophomores here and there, but basically juniors and seniors. So it's already been said that ULM, the coach feels like that they can have a pretty good winning season. So I depends on how they approach this game, depending on how we approach this game, will be the difference on how we win or lose. It's all in the approach. So that's basically it for ULM. Not much to talk about on with ULM. We know that we should win this game, but I don't like to bring this up. But in the words of our former coach Nick Saban, respect the opponent that you're playing. Respect them. That's the one thing you can do is respect them. Now, I was reading this morning where our injury report, and I'm trying to do it, and I didn't take my computer in to plug it up to my printer to print this injury report off. But I'm gonna see if I can do this off the top of my head. We do know that Ryan Williams is really not playing. Now he could, but I don't think he is. I don't think he is. I don't think he's going to play. We know Jam is not going to play. Not sure about Jaden Roberts either, because if you notice, Jaden Roberts was cleared to play Saturday, but he did not play. Jamarian Latham, Isaiah Horton. Let me see. Jamarian Latham, Isaiah Horton, Nakai. Now, nothing was said about Nakai Hill-Green. So maybe later on today, I'll look into it and see exactly what to see exactly what his status is. But I also read this morning from a particular from the same place that I was looking at the the injury report, that it could be that we all know the Jam's coming back for the Georgia game. That's the target of him, bringing him back, making sure he's good and healed. Deontay Lawson was on the list. I'm going to say this, and some of the folks that was doing all this criticizing, some of them later on finally said that they believe, as far as Lawson goes, and I've seen it here in the chat, and I'm of the firm belief, I don't believe that Deontay is all the way healed. I don't think he's healed up all the way. So that means the next person needs to step up. They need to be ready to go. This would be one of those games that even though we're 0-1, I believe that we have enough depth that those guys who are nicked up, bruised up, banged up, all that kind of stuff, and they might need to sit. You need to sit them. And next man up, let's go. Let's do this thing. I'm just saying now. I'm just saying. So we're in college. We're playing big boy ball. And so we got to come with the come on. That's all Piano Man is saying. So if you're not well, you're sick. Is that, there's no middle ground. If you're not well, you're sick. If you're not laughing, you're frowning. You see what I'm saying? We got to stop this middle ground stuff. We got to stop this middle ground stuff. That's just my opinion. Got to stop the middle ground. So if they can't run at full speed, that means they're running at half speed. So if they're running at half speed, don't play them. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So I believe that it will be this week that we might see more. Good morning, Jason. Good morning. We might see more of our subs come in this week. And it also could be, because we don't hear everything that be coming out of camp all the time. We just get what's presented to us, and then some of us just take it and run with it. Some of us take false information and run with it too. But this could be a week where you see a different scheme, you see different lineup, you see different this, that, and the third. But I think you're going to see something different. I have faith in our coaching staff that they're going to do what needs to be done to right the ship. Like I said, after one game. So with that being said, I'm going to, y'all know what I'm about to do. There's the link. Come with your comments. Keep them sensible now. Keep them sensible. And all that good stuff. But I will say this. I believe that we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be okay. Because at the end of the show, I got one more disclaimer. Good morning, Bama Ball number 9. Jason Jackson, good morning. What's up with you? What's up with you? You know what? How do I feel about hearing this team meeting talk? Governor? I don't know. If I may borrow a term from Coach Sean, the proof is in the details. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I don't know. How I feel, I don't know. That's all I can say. Lot of talk right now. But I just want to hear about the game. I don't know, Latoya, I don't know who's leading the team meeting. Sometimes I have trouble trying to figure out sometimes who's leading the church meeting. I mean, you know what I'm saying. So you hear all of this talk, and so, I know JB. I know. But you do raise an interesting question, because it will lead you to other questions. It'll lead you to other questions. Me personally, I think the media's doing some of them anyway are doing a heck of a job trying to really destroy the credibility of Bama right about now. And some of the fan base is feeding off into it. Me personally, yes, JB, it's Ty. It is Deontay Lawson. Is it Caden Proctor? Parker Brailsford? I think, JB, don't quote me on that, but just give me a couple of minutes. If somebody can find that for me. But I want to say, I know Ty Simpson's a captain, and I know Deontay Lawson's a captain. And I want to say Caden Proctor. I want to say Caden Proctor. I believe those three. So I'm just saying, Parker Brailsford, yeah, Parker Brailsford. I knew, So I'm just saying that that's the captains as far as I know right now, Governor. Those are the ones, but somebody's looking into it. Yeah. Yes, best roster, but the roster has to realize they're the best too. And I also think that there's you know, it's got to be some just some coaching that has to go on there, and they've got to accept the coaching. But the coaching has to be there. The coaching has to be there. You know, I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna bash, but I just come from a different era. You know, cause for me, coaching and captain, yeah, and you know what, with JB, I'm gonna go ahead and speak on that, especially that captain part. When you are a captain, when you've been named team captain, that's a responsibility that comes with that. It's just it's a responsibility that comes with that. And I don't think some people are taking that responsibility too seriously. But then again, I don't know, because I'm not there. But I just know that when you say that you're a captain, I'm not a big Yankees fan, and JB and G. Gill, no, I'm not. But the one thing about it, I was about to bring that up. I was going to use that though, Governor. I took pride in it when I was captain of my baseball team. But Governor JB and OG Gill are big New York guys. They're from New York. They were reared, they were raised, they cut their teeth in New York. When and they're Yankees fans, when a guy was named the captain of the New York Yankees, okay, let me put it like this. They were not just named whatever their name was. Their other name was the captain. Am I right, JB? Am I right? That was the captain. They were known as the captain. The captain. All right, thanks, Bobby. Appreciate you. They were known as the captain. And when you are the captain, you must know Derek Jeter, the captain. The captain. They had their names, but Derek Jeter just wasn't known as Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter was known as the captain, and everybody knew who you were talking about. So I'm with you, Bama Ball. It's all mental, but I'm going back to what Governor asked about the captain. With that comes responsibility. With that comes pull. With that word, captain, with that title, captain, comes a lot of stuff. And the whole world is looking at you. And when I say the whole world, I mean like Yankee Nation. Yeah. And KT, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You better know it. You better know it. You better know it. There's some latitude that the captain has that the coach don't have. Y'all let that sink in. When JB said he took pride when he was the captain of his baseball team, there was a particular relationship that he had with the players that the coach didn't. Now, somebody tell me I'm lying. And it is an honor, Governor. And it should be approached that way. It don't mean you're a big man on campus. It just means that a group of guys have a certain level of respect for you and that they can come to you. And that captain thing runs deep. So whomever the captains are, you got to step up like you're the captain. And captains get in your grit. That's what captains do. That's what captains do. Piano Man's just saying. So, and it shouldn't be a popularity contest. It can't be a popularity contest. Can't be. It can't be. Exactly. Well, well, I think the way I'm coming from that, Governor, you're not the captain because you're the big man on campus. That's which way I'm coming from. You're not captain because. You're captain because of that respect and you earn at Bama. That's something you become. You're not the big man on campus and then all of a sudden you become captain. They don't work that way. Or it shouldn't work that way. I don't know about these days. You know, you're the big man on campus because you are the captain of the Alabama Crimson Tide football team. But captains can't lead from the back. I'm old school. Captains got to be out front and center. Let's get it. Let's get it. So I'm, and it's all about jury now. It's all about jury now. Yes and no. Some guys love it. Some guys they because they've never had it before. But you can't let that go to your head. Your captain keeps the ship drowning like the Titanic. Captains. I think the team gonna be okay. But everybody got to know you. I'm like The Rock now. I'm a big wrestling fan. Know your role. Know your role. I'm like The Rock used to be. Know your role. You got to know your role. That's how that goes. You got to know your role. Know your role. Big Dean, what's up? Roll time. So let's get it. Good morning, OG Gil Cruz. Hope you're feeling better. I just hope, got to know your role. Those roles got to be, and it takes a good captain. And sometimes, now look here, I'm going to go back to Governor's question. I'm going to say something right here, and this is kind of spark the thought, and I saw it in the chat. I wasn't going to say nothing, but I'm going to say it now. So here we go. It's okay to have a team meeting. There's some time you need. Is your captains are your captains talking? Is the captain talking? Who's doing the talking? I think that this team and coaches. I think that the team and coaches do know this. Bama ball number 9. I think, I think that these guys do know that, but I just think the response to it, they may not be there yet, but I think that they're coming. I'm choosing to remain positive and optimistic. I'm choosing to remain positive and optimistic. We're going to see. So let's see how they respond in this game. Let's take it 1 week at a time. Watch this. 1 day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 game at a time. Because then that's the other thing. Because I got some more news for you. I'm gonna say something now. They might disagree, and I understand. I understand if you do. Could it be that maybe the reason we struggled in the first game is because maybe somebody was looking ahead because you didn't pay attention to details of the first game? It could be a mixture of stuff. But you got a chance to right the ship and come into the present reality. And come into the reality that you're playing ULM this week. You're playing against what's his name? Aiden Armenta and the rest of the staff. The starting, you're going up against him. I know you're doing more than Aiden Armenta, but y'all get what I'm saying. You're going against ULM. You're not hearing a lot of what they call bulletin board and chalkboard talk. You're not hearing none of that. I think they just had a bad start. The momentum got the best. Could have been lots of different things, like y'all saying in the chat. I'm just reading here and there. So I'm just saying that we got to, the ship has to become right. But I think what happens is that players got to do it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, other teams were handling business. I give them that. But there were also winners and losers in that game, too. Nobody ended in a tie. Nobody. Nobody ended in a tie. I understand. I got it. And it could be like what AA said. They could have taken the 2-10 of Florida State from last year and took it for granted. And those guys just, I'm just saying. A lot of, like I said, there's a lot of talk out there right about now. Only thing I'm focused on is what Alabama has to do this weekend. What they've got to do now. Even in the loss, the teams look good. Yeah, they did. I give you that. They did. But I don't, it's 1 week. We got knocked from 8th to 21st. That's what needed to happen. And that's being generous. Now the Tennessee fan base, some of them are hollering, how in the world Bama ranked in front of us? They lost and we didn't. See? Okay, yeah, we had 8 months to figure it out, and we didn't. Had a whole game to adjust, and we did. I'm not refuting anybody. I'm just saying, and we didn't. I'm from the era of coulda, woulda, shoulda, didn't. That's what caused me to get in trouble a lot of time, because I just answered you like that. What the scoreboard say? We could have did this. What the scoreboard say? But we did. What the scoreboard say? Coulda, woulda, shoulda, did. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, mighta, did. Just that simple. Had a whole game to adjust, did. Had 8 months to figure it out, did. Next game. That's how you got to look at it. Let's move on. Let's move on. I was going to do this morning, but I might do it tomorrow if I can find my cap. But I was going to have my little robe on and everything, and I was going to sit down as an old professor, have a little hat on and everything, and say, what have we learned today? What did we learn from this? What did we learn? I'm going to tell you what I learned. I learned that if you don't stand on business, somebody else will. If you don't stand on business, they're going to zap you of your business. Sound to me like you don't have any. And Bama sort of proved Saturday that we got a lot to learn. So let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, me too, Jermaine. It's one game. It's one game. I could see it if we were 1-4. I could see it. It's just one game. One game. Don't throw the team away. Because I'm going to get ready to get out of here in just a minute. But check this out. because this is what I want to end with. Guy said last night, I don't even want to speak on his name. But if you go to YouTube, you just type in Alabama gay, you'll see exactly who Piano Man is talking about. He got talking a whole bunch of stuff. And he got to saying this and he got to saying that. And if you've studied the history of this man don't really like nobody. He doesn't really like anybody. He doesn't really like anybody. I was once a fan of his when he was at ESPN, but not anymore. Yeah, he's a cornball. Thank you, KT. It's a cornball that has no respect, and really he has the respect of a certain group of folks that sits in the corner somewhere and they look like. Anyway, they don't think like we think. Well, anyway, after I heard him, I listened to all that. I sat down and I thought about it. And I was talking with someone, telling them about it. Put something on my mind. What if this team that you call gay? Yeah, what's up, B Sharp? It's the man. It's the legend. It's B Sharp. What's up, bro? Oh yeah, clown behavior, clown, and it breaks my heart, B Sharp, that we acting this way, like clowns. Somebody call Barnum and Bailey and tell them it's if they missing some clowns, we found them. We found them. We found the clowns. The clowns are not, if they're missing, we found their missing clowns. We found them. They right over here. They're right over here. And I'm gonna tell you something. But here's what I want to say to Mr. Clown. Said they were too gay. What if that gay team that you call that? What if that team that you call gay ends up and wins the whole thing? Then what you gonna say? What if that young man named Ryan Williams has one bad game, everybody crucified him, turns around and outperforms everybody, and now you're looking at the next Bolitnikov Award winner? What you gonna say then? What you gonna say about that team that you call gay and the coach that you bashed turns around and becomes coach of the year? What you gonna say? What is Piano Man saying? Be careful words you use. You can choke on them easy. And I don't know how good that crow gonna taste going down, but you better watch it. I'll put it to you like this. You do reap what you sow. And you reap a whole lot more than what you sowed. Talking about the play, hold up. Wait a minute. B Sharp just said something. Oh, wait. Just talk about the game and their play. Anything outside of that is B. Yeah, I stand. Yeah, it just talk about their play. Everything else don't matter. It doesn't matter. So Alabama lost the game. So what? We lost plenty of them. We lost games under Coach Saban that we shouldn't have lost. I didn't see people going off the deep end. Exactly, double A. Just because we 0-1, that don't mean we gonna be 0-2. They've been telling us all year long. I guess some of us had to learn it the hard way. It's hard to go undefeated in this era of college football. It's hard to go undefeated. It's hard to do. It is not easy to do. And to be quite honest, you're really not going to do it. You got to be real good. I don't believe in astrology and stars, all that kind of stuff. No, but everything got to line up right for you in order for that to happen. Texas found out the hard way. Everybody picking Texas now. And I told y'all, Ohio State wasn't going to lose to them guys. Game is played on the field. They got Arch Manning, and I don't care if they had Archway cookies. I don't care. Ohio State went in there and said, you wasn't coming here beating us. You wasn't going to do to us what you did to Michigan last year. So that's all I'm saying. Lead the play on the field. So I that's what I say. So what if, and you know what, at this point on, all we can do is just say, watch and see. Wait and see. That's it. Wait and see. You know, on the field. What you do and who you do, that's you, dog. But what I'm concerned about is your play on the field. That's it. That's it. See, and that's where some of us get too personal, because we want to know every detail and aspect of somebody's life. And then if it doesn't line up with ours, and it goes back to what I said earlier, you're trying to line it up according to what you do. And that's not fair. That's not fair. I love B Sharp and his family to death. But where me and B Sharp differ is that Tom Brady ain't the GOAT. Never will be to me, and you'll never get me to accept that. But I love B Sharp just the same. He said Brady the GOAT. I say it's Joe Montana. Now, if the Lord say Joe Montana the GOAT, then me and the Lord got something in common. We gonna fist bump. I don't say, see there, I tried to tell you, but you wouldn't listen to me. But that don't make me and B Sharp fall out. That'd be dumb and stupid. And some of us just, you know. And then, you know, and then what Gil is saying is true too, and everything. And then some people don't want to reduce, they even trying to reduce the dude's game down. Man, stop. Just stop it. Because here's what I get. And I'm gonna make some folks mad right here. Now, this gonna get on out there. This gonna get on out there. People are wanting to say, well, all he did was torch Georgia. And I went so far to tell them, well, if you go and you kind of check, Ryan Williams wasn't the only wide receiver who torched Georgia's DBs. So could it be that maybe Georgia wasn't all that good in the defensive backfield? I'm just asking a question. I look at stuff from more than just one way. And I was taught as a kid to be like that. Learn to look at stuff from more than just one way. Because when you just look at that from just one way, you close-minded. So I'm open-minded. So we had a bad game, you know, and I'm looking forward to right that ship this week. We gonna beat them guys. We beat them. We playing this week. I don't want to hear no Wisconsin talk. I don't want to hear no Georgia talk. I don't want to hear, I don't want to hear none of that. I want to hear what we're going to do, what's happening with ULM. That's who we're playing. We're not playing Georgia. We're not playing Vanderbilt. And there is no repeat game for Florida State. We're playing ULM. We're playing, and the Alabama Crimson Tide is playing them. So that's what we're doing. So with that being said, that's all I have. That's all I have. That's all I have to say. Next, ULM, you're next. And if I lost some folks along the way, it's okay. What happens if we lose the ULM again? We lose. That's my new attitude. If we lose, we lose. If we win, we win. That's how I see that. So we'll be all right. We're going to be fine. I just don't want, I'm going to be sharp though. So brother, I'm standing with you. No clowning stuff. Just stop all that clown behavior. Stop all the clown behavior. Hate to tell y'all this, but folks just now noticing they want to put this thing. So this is my last thing I'm going to say about all this. Ryan Williams was painting his fingernails. He was doing all that last year. We were torching Georgia. It just didn't come out until later on. So you got to pay attention to little stuff, but that stuff shouldn't even matter. Shouldn't matter. And he told us why he did it. He told us why. Quit believing everything the media tell you. Oh, yeah, we did. Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I believe because Ryan Williams plays when he wants to. No, Ryan Williams plays when he gets out there on the field. Now, do certain things go Ryan Williams' way when no. But it's the catch. And if you paid attention to the game, yes, they had him in the slot, but they doubled him all day long. They doubled him. That was by design. That's why Germ went off. They singled Germ and doubled Ryan. Now I'm gonna tell you what some people and this is where I y'all, I'm checking my glasses here. Where I'm a little bit different, but like I said, I think of things more than one way. Now, you go with your starters of Germ, Ryan. I'm just dealing with the wideouts: Germ, Ryan, Isaiah. Okay, and then you have with Cuevas coming in at the tight. But watch this here. Check this out. Yes, they doubled Ryan. And yes, Germ got off. But I also think another part of that X factor from that right there is when Isaiah went down. When Isaiah went down. I'm just saying. Right? I'm just saying. So there were many factors in that game. Many factors. But I also think that when Isaiah went down, that kind of hurt. Yeah, but we had other receivers, sure we did, but that's not Isaiah. And sometimes when you running, and I've said it before, I'll say it again, no two players have the same speed, the same energy, the same whatever. They don't. They may be just as good as each other, but there's something a little different about them. Sometimes it makes the offense better, or sometimes it makes it stagnant. Yeah. Yeah, so, so I'm just saying. John, I don't know. When I was reading the injury report, John, I'm getting tongue-tied. When I was reading the injury report, JC, they didn't say much about Isaiah. They just said they was proud of how he tried to battle through and this, that, and the third. So I believe Isaiah got hurt early in the game. And on Lathan there, Dwight, they just said he had a lower body injury, and that's all that they basically said. But he's on the injured report list. So just be on the listen out. Just be on the lookout for how the injury report though. And you know what, Dwight? I'm glad you said that, bro, because I guess I don't know what this is about, but when you say he had a lower body injury, okay, was it a big toe, a middle toe, little toe, foot, ankle, heel, knee, what? They say that and the player be out the whole year with a torn ACL. Exactly. Just tell us. But I guess I don't know, what's that HIPAA all of a sudden? I don't know. Things have changed, man. Things have changed. So all we can do is just wait and see exactly what was what. Exactly what's what. If y'all know me, if y'all know me, if I hear anything, I'll tell you. I will tell you. Me too, I bleed crimson. All I can do is pray. All I can do is pray. That's that. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. So this morning, I'm going to get ready to go. I got some music I got to go work on. I got some more stuff I got to work on for a long run and things like that. You know, retirement brings a whole lot of stuff to do, but brings you in very little time. So much to do in so little time. You know. I don't know. So anyway, you all have a great day today. And like I said, I'm standing on what I said now. No dumb stuff. No dumb stuff. Come on, y'all. We got to focus on ULM. Let that other stuff go. Let that other stuff go. All right? Let that other stuff go. Be sharp. Man, wait a minute. Hold up. Be sharp. I know you're busy, man, but if you can call in right quick, call in and everything. Be sharp. I just need to hear you for a minute, man. If only if you can. Only if you can. I really didn't take any calls today because I just, I was just and not that I didn't want to hear anybody. It's just that sometimes you get in one of those funks and see, and I was ready too. I was ready, but oh yeah, thank you, Latoya. Word of the week is effort. Effort. I want us to put forth effort. Effort. Just put forth effort. And we as a fan base and just people in general, we need to put forth an effort to learn to just continue to be nice to each other. Pray for each other. Love on each other. All that good stuff. Just effort. Just effort. And because I want to, it's something I need to get from B Sharp, and that's the only reason I was wanting him to come on for just a second. I need him to. For those of you, and I wasn't gonna put the name out there, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Because it's public knowledge. For those of you that were wondering where I got this from, if you've ever heard of a guy by the name of Jason Whitlock, he's a sports journalist and everything. There he is. It's the man. It's the man himself. It's B Sharp. What's up, bro?
Not much, man. What's going on with you?
Man, I'm just trying to look here. I'm trying to make $1 out of 15 cents.
Yeah, I know that's right. What's good, everybody?
Hey, man, listen. First of all, I was in church last night. Couldn't get on like I wanted to and everything. I was just listen. I'm finna let you in on a secret. Man, I was trying to even listen in while I was in church. I had my earbuds in, had my little, I was trying, and I could never get it connected up. But but I was trying to get on there with y'all last night while I was sitting in church. But I wanted to know what day are you gonna come back on this week?
I know we supposed to be doing a post game show on Coach Chun's channel. So if anybody missed the show last night, about to say post game show right after the game on Coach Chun's channel. So be over there for post game analysis and reactions and all that. So we'll definitely appreciate y'all being over there like I was last week on mine. But I'll be back on Monday.
You said Monday?
Monday at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, okay. Recapping the weekend.
Okay. All right. Man, be sharp.
Look
here, man. I'm used to you being on more than just on Mondays now.
Oh no, it's gonna be twice a week. I would like Monday is gonna be the recap on the past weekend, and Thursday gonna be going into the next weekend games.
Okay. So you will be, but you will be back on Thursday tomorrow.
Yeah, back on Thursday.
All right.
No. I won't be on tomorrow because that's the opening night for the NFL.
Oh, okay.
Cowboys, Eagles.
Oh man.
So I definitely be watching that. So that'll be the only reason why. But after that, that's gonna pretty much be the schedule: Mondays and Thursdays. And if it's my turn to do a post game show on that channel, that's where everybody gonna be at. So
okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I just wanted to know because I will be there Saturday. I'm going fishing, bro. Saturday morning. Well, I'm going fishing Friday and Saturday, and I'm going fishing. But I will be there Saturday night for post game. The Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, and I will be ready for football tomorrow and all that good stuff. But man, I just wanted to make sure my brother was all right, and but I just wanted to get just let you know where I was, because you always supporting me, but certain Tuesdays we be at church, so but I knew y'all would understand that, so but I missed y'all last night, but I got your communication last night, and I went to watch that video, and that's why I had to have a come to Jesus meeting this morning, because I'm not gonna stand for that on my channel. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, man. Now you see why I said what I said yesterday, because you get people like, I'm trying not to cuss on your show, but you get that lame Jason, Hitlock. I was about to say, you get stuff like that from him. This is why I say, man, let's just keep it football, because you get stuff like that. People be wanting to say what they really want to say. They're like, man, let's just try to keep it nice, man, because I'm telling you, if they was around these same people, they'd be asked for autograph, handshake, and all this stuff. Let me get a picture, being fanboys. But because they know they wouldn't dare say that in front of them, so
nah, they wouldn't. But be sharp. Let me ask you this though, while we on that subject. Did you ever hear the rift between him and Stephen A?
Oh yeah, man, Stephen A got on.
That Stephen A lit all into that dude, man.
Man, some people just deserve it, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some people just really, some people just look for attention, and that's just him.
Well, he lost all of his endorsements when he was with ESPN. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he lost everything when he was with ESPN, and then if I'm not mistaken, Stephen A. even tried to save him there, but I don't know what the deal is. And actually, at this juncture, man, I could care less, But sound to me like the dude need a Twinkie and a warm glass of milk. But but I appreciate you sending me that last night. And when I went and looked into it, and for those that, like I said, are Ace and Hit Lock there, if you go over there to YouTube, you'll find it and you'll hear his little 8-minute clip that he had. I was gonna play it here. I didn't want to hear that garbage. I didn't want to hear that.
Yeah, man, I don't even consume it, man. I just seen a picture of it, and that was it.
Yeah, I did. I went and listened to the video. I went and listened to the short. I want to see what he had to say. And bro,
no, I don't even want to get that dude no type of attention, man. Just clown behavior. Because
bro, don't do Pennywise. Look, don't do Pennywise and Bozo. That don't do that.
You definitely Bozo the clown.
Bozo, man. I'm talking about just straight up garbage. So like what you said, man. Just because you don't agree with something, that don't make you right and them wrong. That just make y'all different. That's all. But you're right, Bama Ball. Just clickbait, and he got a lot of it too. He got a lot of it. And the thing about it is, the clickbait led to comments, and now you know people's true feelings. So now and that's why I can't rock this game, and I'm not gonna rock it. So anyway, man. But
man. How we Say it again.
Who you got tomorrow night? Dallas, Philly.
Oh, Philly, easily. Jared messed up the Cowboys even more with Trey Michael Parsons, which I'm happy. I love to see the Cowboys fail.
Yeah, I don't want to see him win nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing.
And the more they fail, the happier I get. So fail. They got enough money; they can sleep good at night.
And they are. That you really think they worried about their players like that? I don't think so.
So that's why it don't really bother me. But just want to give a shout out to everybody in the chat. Moon Rocker, my dog, Latoya, my sis, KT, Miss Susan, J Mims, man, Twister, everybody, man. Appreciate y'all. Just keep supporting. Just want to just keep showing y'all love. Always supporting us, especially being over here. And make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe whenever he go off. Well, before he go off.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And to all the listeners, lookers, and lurkers out there, if you've never subscribed to any of our channels, go ahead and do it. Stop listening, looking, and lurking. Come on in and be a part of the fellowship, man. We just be having fun and just talk sports. We could care less. Susan up in here, oh Lord.
You know they be lurking like vultures.
Say what? Say what, bro?
Be lurking like vultures.
I'm talking about lurking like Lurch. Looking like Lurch off the Adam Family. Yeah. Man, just lurking, Lurch. I'm telling you, man. But stop listening, looking, and lurking, and come on and join us, man. I promise you, it's a whole different vibe over here. And man, we be having fun. And we just thought we talk football, we talk real talk and everything. And while I'm at it, man, shout out to Auntie Jan and all of those that we don't get a chance to see all the time and everything. I want you to know we love you, concerned, and I heard that you're doing good, and I hope this stays that way. And we just want you to know over here at the long run, man, and be sharp. All of us, that whole network there, man, we love you, Auntie Janet, and to the rest of you that we don't get a chance to talk to all the time, we got you, and we love you. And thank you for your support.
I don't think I ever gave you, but did the white do the cover art to the right side?
I don't know.
But I just wanted to come in and say, man, I ain't know that was Ice Cube or you.
Oh, yeah, he did that.
Yeah, that was I ain't know that was Ice Cube or you. I said, man got Ice Cube on the show.
No, that's me, bro.
I said, man, the man coming up in the world, man.
Ah,
Got Cube on the show.
no, bro, that piano man.
Man.
You know I'm adopted though, don't you? So hey, that could be Ice Cube big brother. 'Cause I know I'm older than Ice. So, you know, somebody, uncle or daddy somewhere stepped across the fence and out came me. But anyway,
Yeah. Yeah, I said I had to mess with you.
yeah, but yeah, that's me, man. That's a picture from like 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah,
Thug life.
that's me, man. I know about it. Don't let that piano man and look at him. Don't let that piano man and Christian thing fool you now.
Oh, before I get out, let me say something to Moon Rocker real quick.
Go ahead.
Cause I know he a Morehouse man, if I'm not mistaken. Hey man, when we see y'all, we're gonna beat that ass. We're gonna give Morehouse a run. We're gonna run him out the building. I just want to let you know that.
Rock, what sayest thou?
Gotta create some beef.
What said that? Linda P. What's up? There's Linda P in the house. B Sharp. Linda P up there in DC, giving them what for?
Oh man, and I'll be up there later at the end of the year for the Washington and Cowboys game. Not Washington Cowboys, Washington Eagles game.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. You a Commanders fan, right?
Oh yeah, and we're going to the Super Bowl.
I don't know about all that. Well, I know my Steelers. We ain't going. You know, I don't know about all that part. But you see him, don't you?
Yeah. Can't wait, man. Can't wait.
Man,
I'm telling you, man. We
telling you talk. Okay.
Where y'all playing? Y'all have a good. I forgot just that quick. See, I'm gonna look it up real quick. I don't know. I forgot. I think it probably sometime this month or beginning of next month. I'm not sure. Hold on. Tuskegee football. The schedule. We play Morehouse October 4th.
Okay. Where at?
In Montgomery. At Crampton Bowl.
Gotcha.
So either the next time I go live after that day, either he'll be happy or I'll be either I'll be happy or sad. We're gonna be one of the two.
Oh, y'all got him.
I know he coming to talk his mess that day.
Man, y'all gonna go Morehouse, man. That's the nah. Anyway, I ain't gonna go there.
KC says she in there. Well, I'm be hitting you up. Don't worry. You can witness that ass whooping too, especially when we whoop y'all ass on Turkey Day too.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Yeah.
Man, ain't nothing like a good game on. Look at him. Ain't nothing like a good rival game on Thanksgiving. Ain't nothing like it, especially when you can watch it live. There's nothing like it.
Oh yeah, man.
One of the best fields in the world, man.
Yeah, just go fight each other on the field, then we're gonna eat good right after the game. Either one of us will be eating happy or eating sad. It ain't no in between.
Well, either way it go, you're gonna eat.
Either way, we're gonna eat.
Well, look at him. This weekend, I'm either gonna be doing one of two things. I know I'm gonna be fishing, but I might be going to a good old hog killing, bro. Get ready to do some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta clean the pen out. At that time.
But yeah, man, let me get up out of here and do some work, man. Everybody have a great day. Roll Tide, keep the faith, and like Latoya said, the word of the week, effort.
It's effort. That's the word
That's
of the
all
week.
that matters. Get
That's
that
all.
effort.
And listen, and even if we lose, but if we put forth the effort, I ain't mad.
Mm-hmm.
I
But I
ain't
hope
mad.
we don't lose too. But I'll catch y'all later.
All right, bro. Roll Tide. Let's be sharp, everybody. Bama ball. Me and my hubby have been drinking okra water for about 3 weeks now. I hear you. Well, listen. I chopped some okra the other day, cut some up the other day, shelled some peas and put them in the freezer. All that good stuff the other day. Is that time of the year, Bama ball. I got you. I love country life. I love it. Going out there with the animals and this, that, and the third. I love it. But that's how I was reared. And so, I got to talk to Icebox about a couple of things, about a couple of come on, Linda P. You hate okra. You know what? Linda P, when I was little, I did until Mom fixed it one day with some peas and a tomato. And man, that was all she wrote. And I've been on an okra kick for the last 50 years. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, I had some okra yesterday from Church of Chicken. I love okra any way you fix it. I love it fried. I love it boiled in my peas. And I sure enough love it in my gumbo. Yes, God. Yes, Lord. Tell him Bama Ball number 9. That's some good eating, man. That's some good eating. With some peas with some peas and some okra. For some peas and some okra. Good eating. Good crackling bread. And don't forget the sweet tea. Yeah, buddy. So one day we're gonna have a live and we're gonna talk about okra. I'm not okra, excuse me. We're gonna talk about food. We're gonna talk about food. Fried okra is top tier. It is B Sharp. The top tier. Fried okra. My God, today. That's good eating. Brussels sprouts is the new veggie sensation. It is. That's a whole business. Brussels sprouts, broccoli, or Bama ball. Crackling cornbread. Ain't nothing like it. Yes, ma'am. And don't forget the okra and the collard green. You better say on and twist it. And don't forget to throw your jalapeno pepper in them collard greens too. Now that's good eating. Bama ball. What I know about crackling bread, it's good. Yes, it is. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go in there and make me up. No, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until I get me some real. Hey, Amber Nicole, I need to go. You know what? No, Bama ball. I'm gonna wait until I get me some fresh homemade cracklings. Then we gonna live to tell the story. Then we're gonna live to tell the story. Yep. Yeah, buddy. I love myself some crackling bread. Yes, God. I love cracklings. Wheat cornbread is okay, but to me, that's just another version. That's just a glorified version of some cake. Cake. Give me some cornbread. The new Brussels sprouts taste better than the old Brussels sprouts. I thought Brussels sprouts was Brussels sprouts. So they got a new version of Brussels. What? Oh, but anyway, Moon Rocket, I was going to say Brussels sprouts, asparagus, broccoli, spinach, all that. I eat it. Peppers, I eat it. I like all that. Yeah, I like that. So I'm from the South, bro. I'm from the South. I love it. Mustard green, turnip green, kale, all that good stuff. Love it. Love it. Well, I'm going to look up these new Brussels sprouts and see if they taste better than the old Brussels sprouts. For me, at the age that I am, they probably all taste the same. To me, Brussels sprouts are Brussels sprouts. They're good. They're good for you. Tastes good to me. Yeah, good and good for you. Yes, sir. I love Brussels sprouts. I like vegetables. I do. So, all kind of greens. Yes, God. Somebody pass me some greens. Especially, like I said, mustards, turnips, collards. I even like kale. I love it. I love it. So, Roll Tide, Linda P, and please be safe up there. Please be safe. Please be safe. I may come back on here later on today. I feel better now. I have an uncle who raised and killed his own hog. Yeah. I might be doing that. Crispy kale, you got crispy kale. Look, when you take the kale and you mix it in with other greens, it takes your greens to another level. It really does. We got off of football and went on to food, but that's okay, dude. Food and football go together. And so listen, y'all. Listen. I'm glad we bringing this up because we need to discuss something. And I'm gonna get with 401. We're gonna see about how we can do this and how we can pull this off. But I would love to meet everybody. I would love to meet everybody. Even if you're not down with it, I would still love to meet everybody and all that good stuff. And I wish that we could all get together and have some type of function. Like I said, I'm gonna put this out there. I'm not trying to establish nothing. I just want to meet everybody. We're Tide fans, we're football fans, this, that, and the third. Jermaine Mims, what you know about that, man? You don't know nothing about that, Dale. You don't know nothing about that. You don't know nothing about that halfway gumbo. But anyway, gumbo greens. You don't know nothing about that, bro. You don't know. But anyway, I would just love for everybody to meet and all that good stuff. And so we need to talk about that sometime, of meeting up somewhere. Now, I'm going to throw this out there again. Somebody from the 401k crew had mentioned one time, we were talking about it, and we were talking about going to Barbados. I went and got my passport just in case, something of that nature came up and everything, which I am going out the country before the Saints go marching in. But I would love to meet everybody. Yeah. So let's talk about it one of these days. It ain't got to be today, but we're going to do it here real soon. Just meet up. Let's just all meet up somewhere. And let's just have a good time. Shrimp gumbo, greens gumbo, all that kind of stuff. And the only reason I brought it up is because we got to talk about food. And so I would love to do that. So just love to have fun. We, pretty cool. I'm not trying to, get a whole bunch of folks and all that kind of stuff. I just try to do what I can do because I like doing this and I like people. I like people regardless. I like people. But I would love to do that one day. So let's just, just make it up, bring it up. Just try to make it a reality and let's go for it. Okay. So on that note, I'm getting ready to go. Y'all done made me hungry. I did have a bowl of cereal and I drank me some tea with some sour sop and my this ginseng tea that I have, and it really gives me cool energy with raw honey, sour sop, all that good stuff. So I want y'all to have a great day today. And oh really, Ebony? Okay, cool. I ain't going over there to get married, but I'm not going there to get married, But anyway, y'all have a great day today, and remember, stay focused, drive, and go forward. And just remember, we can do all things through Christ that gives us strength. And always remember, I may not see you personally today or tomorrow, but I'm going to see you in the long run. And I'm no expert, but I do know what I'm talking about. All right. So be nice to one another. Hey, Patricia Purdue. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. We've been on here now, well, like 10 more minutes. It'd be on 2 hours, so I might, I might make it to full 2, but y'all just stay focused, drive and go forward. And remember, you can do all things through Christ. Now, like I said today, I stood on business, what I said earlier. I'm not going to repeat all of that. It's all good in the hood, but, everybody know what I stand for. And so I'm not going to go back through that again. I've said what I said and I stand on it. But let's be nice to each other, And those are guys out there, I don't care what happens. I'm going to go down with the ship. I'm going down. I'm going back and watch that Bama Ball. I'm going back and watch that. And I've heard a couple of people. You make about the third person that I've heard talk about Bama Standard last night. So I'm going to go back and watch that. I watched The Dynasty with AJ Trent, with AJ McCarron, Trent Richardson, all that kind of stuff. I'm getting ready for here in a minute. I'm going to get ready to listen to, I think I'm going to turn the tide 100.9, and I'm going to listen to Gary Harris. I'm going to be listening to him for a little while, then the Miller's Edge, and then after that, go from there. I'll be here at the computer working, got some more things I got to do, all that kind of stuff. So, but that's about basically what my day's going to consist of, and see what's what. But I do have music I got to go work on too. So that's what's happening there. So, but I want everybody to have a good day, and just remember, those are our guys. That's our tide. And win, lose, or draw, I don't give a piss about nothing but the tide. That's that. So with that being said, I know somebody said something about Susan was up in here. So with that being said, Susan, good to see you. For those of you, thankful for each one of you in the chat today. I lost some folks along the way, but it's all good. It's cool. Piano Man still going to be here. I'll still be here as long as the good Lord let me be here. I lost some people along the way, but it's cool. Cool, fine, and dandy. It's all good, okay? And long as I have some, as long as some people still around, everybody else still around, we're good. We're good. We're good, okay? So just standing on what I'm standing on. So I just want people to be nice to each other, all right? Thankful to Be Sharp for stepping in. KB hit me up on my on the phone there and everything. So let's just have a good day. And for that being said, forget them trees, forget them hedges, forget everybody who don't like the tide nor you. You know what, Gil? Didn't nobody ask you anything? Fried anything is no good. That's not true. Fried chicken is good. Fried fish is good. Fried okra is good. Fried rabbit is good. Fried squirrel is good. Fried ribs are good. Now, do I eat it all the time? No, but it's still good. Gil is a health food nut, y'all. He is a health food nut. So, I told him, when I do get married again, he gonna be the best man at my wedding. But I've already made swift instructions that when we get ready to have the reception and everything, I want all health food for Gil. All health food. Don't, no cake for him, no sherbet for him, none of the stuff that you would eat at a wedding. He's gonna eat healthy. That's what Gil is gonna do. He gonna kill me when he see. Nothing of the sort for Gil. Gil is gonna eat, fried pork chops are good, with a little fat on them. That's right. You know, have a little, a little fat on them there somewhere. Just like you're eating a steak. That steak is good, but you know what really makes that steak good? It's some of the fat when the juices go into it. That's what makes it good. Just saying. But I would never ever insult Gil, so I already told Gil he'd be the best man, but he will not be eating what we eat. He's gonna eat health food. Zucchini. But fried zucchini's good, Gil. Yeah, boiled or grilled. Yeah, all those vegetables. Oh man. Yeah. I ain't never had no grilled collard greens though. Yeah, man. But Gil, when we do our collard greens down here, we put a little fat back in ours, man. Have a little cornbread on the side. Yeah, buddy. That's the southern eating right there, man. But anyway, y'all, it's good to hear from y'all. Good to see you. And I'm gonna let you go. I got to go. I've been saying that for the last few minutes, but but we've been here long enough. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your effort. But like I said, forget them trees, forget them hedges, forget everything that goes against the Alabama Crimson Tide. We just live. All we care about is the Tide, and that's how that goes. So with that being said, again, have a good day. Buster, 3-Stroke Charlie, Billy, you know what time it is. Do your thing. All right. Y'all have a good day. And the Lord willing, I'll see you back here real soon. Have a good day. Piano Man is out. Roll Tide.